their second. Should be a great ball game, both these teams. The Lady Eagles got a nice victory over the Smith Center Lady Red last night, 47-18. The Lady Panthers had to work a little harder than that. They had to go to overtime. They came back because they were down by double digits at one point. The Hawks came back and won that game in overtime, 51-45.
You kind of look at the back to the Hawks game here earlier today. Wonder how much Stokesburg has in the tank. They were able to sleep a little bit longer, get that extra rest, so that will help them out. But an overtime game last night, now they got to get ready to go again today. What did Coach Miller tell her team after the game? Hey, you need to go home, get your rest. Don't stay out too late. You know, yeah, of course.
Don't stay out at all. Go home. Go to bed.
Well, of course, they're high school kids. They're going to want to go out and hang out with some friends and everything. It's Friday night, so I'm sure they went out a little bit. But don't stay out too late. If you stay at a friend's house, try to get to bed early, get your rest. You're going to need it, and they got to be ready to play tonight. And then for Trio, they won fairly easy last night, and it was mostly due to the Lady Red. They couldn't buy a basket last night, so the Lady Eagles kind of soared to an easy victory last night. But it's a different ball game. These two teams should match up fairly evenly across the board. It's going to be kind of a who can control the ball the best and not turn it over as much, I think, in this game to see who can win this ball game.
That is very true because we saw Taryn Sides. I had her for 28. I think the book had her for 27, but I don't know where they put the other point then because if I had added it up with book 27 and 28, they were 1 point short, so we're going to go with my 28. Also, we saw Willow Schubert finish with over 20 points last night, so it'll be a fun battle to watch Schubert and Sides go against each other as well.
Just went away, so like these two teams feel like they match up very well with each other. Schubert and Sides will be able to kind of counteract each other a little bit, but looking at my keys, if that's varsity, you get started here. For the Lady Panthers, they got to take care of the ball. Control the ball. We seen this last night. The Lady Eagles were very good on the inbounds defense. They made the Lady Panthers have a few 5-second calls. So the Lady Panthers are going to have to make sure they take care of the ball, even on the inbound play, and then come off screens. When you on the inbound plays, you set a screen for someone, you got to come off that shoulder so you can make sure your defender goes into that screen and has to fight through it so you can get open for those 2 seconds to get an inbounds play. And for the Lady Eagles, they got to continue that tough defense we see. Tough defense will help them out in this game. They got to pressure the ball up front, but on the backside over the zone in the paint, they got to make sure they get a good position. And then also be patient, run your offense, make sure you can get the open shots you can get and good passes. That's what I have for these two teams.
All right, starting for the Trigo Lady Eagles, the #1 seed in this year's tournament. Head coach by Connie Schubert. He's going with number 5'8" junior Willow Schubert. Number 5'8" sophomore Madison Wall. Number 13, a 5'10" senior Taylor Olenowski. Number 15, a 5'7" senior Gracie Fallon. Number 22, a 5'8" senior Wibby Frost. For the Lady Panthers, head coached by Rachel Miller. They're going to go with number 2, a 5'4" senior Haley Sonic. Number 10, a 5'6" freshman Karen Sides. Number 15, a 5'5" senior, Kristen Wells. Number 24, a 5'7" senior, Emily Schneider. And did I say number 10, a 5'10" junior, Meredith Jacobs? Well, she's the other starter as well. The Lady Panthers will be in those road navy jerseys, white numbers, and in the gold trim. The Lady Eagles in their home white jerseys, white numbers, purple, and a gold trim. As Meredith Jacobs steps in the center circle for the Lady Panthers. Libby Frost for the Lady Eagles. There's the whistle. We're ready to roll here. And the ball is up. Jacobs wins the tip in the hands of Soliday. The Lady Panthers go right to left on the radio now to Sides left wing. Sides to Schneider. Schneider to Wells right wing. Out front to Sides between the circles. Karen looks in. Now takes it on the dribble to Wells right wing. Wells out front to Jacobs. Jacobs around to Soliday left wing. Soliday out front to Sides. Sides back down to the corner to Wells. Wells in the right corner with it on the dribble. Now to Schneider at the right elbow. Schneider pump fakes. Puts the ball in the court, drives in, kicks it out to Soliday, and going to have a foul called around the Lady Eagles. Their first team fouled the ball. Fouls on Madison Walter first.
Madison Walter first.
As Walter trying to come over for some help defense there, just colliding with Schneider. Schneider was trying to get that pass off, so good job there by Schneider cutting across the lane and getting that pass off.
Sides to Wells. Wells' shot no good. Rebounded by Schubert. Schubert pushes it ahead quickly to Molinowski. And Molinowski shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jacobs. Jacobs hands it off to Sides. Sides quickly up the court, right to left, down to the left wing. Hands it off to Soliday. Soliday on the dribble. She'll dribble back out between the circles to Wells. Wells all the way down to the right baseline, loses the handle on it, out of bounds. Trigo basketball, 7:07 left to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here in the girls' championship game of the Mid-Con League basketball tournament. Fawnin still brings it up the court for the Trigo Lady Eagles. Ahead to Schubert. Schubert three on its way, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Soliday comes down with it. Soliday ahead to Schneider. Schneider drives in, right block, off the glass, too hard, no good. Rebounded by Soliday. Down in the hands of Sides. Sides kicks it out to Wells, top of the key. They swing around to Soliday. Inside for Jacobs. Jacobs drives in, shot is up and partially blocked by Malinowski as Schubert saves it in, but Sides takes it, and she's gonna score!
Good job there by Sides. Good heads up on that one. As the ball was being saved him down, she was quick to put her hands out in front of the two Lady Eagles right there and took off with a goal, switch hands up in the air to get that left-handed layup.
The Lady Panthers strike first as they go backside to Schubert. Schubert at the right block, spin move, shot is up, no good, rebounded by Sides. Sides to Soliday, stolen away by Walt. Walt on the dribble, crosses over, now to Schubert between the circles. 6:08 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0 is our score. Phillipsburg leads a Trigo here in the girls' championship. Walt has it left wing down to the free throw line, out to the right wing to Frost. Frost on the dribble, she'll spot up for three, no good. Over the backboard, out of bounds, and Phillipsburg basketball.
I don't know, I can really watch on when Trigo has the ball. His Sides is guarding Schubert. Schubert has the height advantage. Might be careful if she goes too low post with Sides down there. She might be able to get a post on Sides and get some easy basket as well.
Sides between the circles, now to the right side to Wells. Wells out front to Jacobs. They swing it quickly to Soliday left wing. Soliday lets the offense set up to Wells, top of the key, now to Jacobs. Jacobs works against Malinowski, back to Schneider. Schneider against Schubert, hands it off to Wells. Wells out front with it, now to Soliday. Kylie dribbles back out, going to reset the offense. Under 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg leads 2-0. Schneider to Soliday, left wing. Soliday has it inside for Jacobs. Jacobs on the dribble to the left block, blocked by Malinowski in the hands of Fawnin-Steele. Fawnin-Steele quickly up the right sideline, down to the right corner to Walt. Walt inside for Frost. Frost turnaround shot is no good, but she's fouled. First team foul on the Lady Panthers. Fouls on Merritt Jacobs, her first personal foul. And Libby Cross will head to the free throw line to shoot two for the Trigo Lady Eagles.
Jacobs trying to come over there for some help defense. Had her hands up, just kind of got jumped into, didn't do that foul.
Cross hits the first one. Gets that goose egg off the board for the Lady Eagles with 5:07 left to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg now leads 2-1. Frost gets set for his second free throw. On its way, good as well, so Libby Frost hits them both. And ties things up at 2 apiece. And looks like Emma Day comes into the ball game. Gracie Fawnin still going to take a seat. 5:07 left to go in the first quarter here in the girls' championship of the Mid-Con League basketball tournament. We're tied at 2 apiece. Taryn Sides ahead to Kylie Soliday. Ball goes over the head of Schneider, stolen away by Schubert. Schubert drives all the way inside, kicks out to Malinowski, left wing. Back to Schubert, tipped out, and out of bounds it goes. Or say last touch by the Lady Panthers. So Lady Eagles basketball, 4:52 left to go in the first quarter. 2-2 is our score here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trigo Lady Eagles. Frost inbounds to Schubert. Schubert dribbles over between the circles, the left wing to Frost. Frost skip pass back to Schubert, over her head, out of bounds, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. 4:43 left to go in the first quarter. 2-2 is our score here between Phillipsburg and Trigo.
Good look to see Schubert on the backside. Just put it way too high. Really had to jump up, try to grab, so try to run it down, but went out of bounds before it even hit the ground.
Wells out front to Schneider. The Soliday left wing. They look inside for Jacobs. Now back out front to Sides. Three on its way off the back of the iron. No good. Fighting for the rebound, and looks like Day comes away with the rebound for the Lady Eagles. She dribbles down to the right wing, picks up her dribble there. Now to Frost. Frost to Schubert. Schubert looks inside. Now she puts the ball in the court, drives in, turnarounds, kicks it to Malinowski. Now to Frost. Frost pump fakes, dribbles down to the left corner, back to Schubert, left side. Back down to Malinowski, left corner, long two, good.
Leaving Malinowski open outside. Barely to shoot, finally able to pull one up and made it.
Jacobs gets pushed. Second team foul on the Lady Eagles.
Good cross-court pass there from Terrence Zides to catch Jacobs on the backside. Just Jacobs got it, try to get to the middle of the lane and getting pushed before she can really do anything with it.
Hawkmere comes in, and Ava Skimper comes in. Wells and Jacobs both take a seat. Foul was on Malinowski. Sides inbounds. Soliday tracks it down. Soliday sets up the offense, gives it to Sides. Gets a double screen out front behind the back dribble. Drives in, kicks out Soliday left wing out front to Schneider. Schneider looking. Now Schneider on the dribble. Over to Skimper. Skimper right side out front to Soliday. Soliday tracks down the loose basketball. She's going to drive in. Bounce pass to Skimper. Fighting for the basketball. Day comes away with the steal. Day pushes it up the court for the Lady Eagles. Down to the right wing. Trigo leads 4-2. Schubert, 3 on its way, and it's good.
A little miscommunication on who was supposed to pick Schubert up. Schubert with the pulling trigger and dropping it around the rim.
The Lady Eagles on a 7-0 run as the Lady Panthers scored first in this ballgame to lead 2-0. Since then, Trigo scored 7 straight points and leads 7-2 as Emma Day picks up her first personal foul. Third Lady Eagles team foul.
Skimper picked up kind of a loose ball on not a great pass as he kind of hit her hand, but it was out there a little bit more to kind of control. Picked it up, tried to go along the baseline, and I think Day got her foot on the out-of-bounds line, causing that block as she's trying to control the sideline.
Abby Babcock comes into the ball game. Kylie Soliday going to take a seat. 3:11 left to go in the first quarter. Trigo leads 7-2 over Phillipsburg. Here in the girls' championship game in the Mid-Continent League basketball tournament. Phillipsburg scored first. Since then, it's been all Lady Eagles. They have scored 7 in a row. Schneider gets the entry pass. Now Sides picks up the loose ball. Sides picks up her dribble, looking to pass, gets it out to Skimper. Skimper swings around to Babcock. Back to Skimper. To Sides left wing. Sides going to drive in. Kicks it back to Schneider. Schneider puts up the 18-footer. No good. Rebound put back by Pockadoo. Good.
She's out there by Pockadoo on the backside of that. Ready for anything. Got in position for that rebound. Quick to go right back up with it. Didn't too far.
That ends the 7-0 run that the Lady Eagles were on. They lead by 3, 7-4 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Wald has it down to the right block. Dribbles back out to the right wing. Gives it to Malinowski inside for Day. Day back out to Wald. Wald down to the right baseline, and she's going to be fouled by Terrence Sides. Her first personal foul. Second Lady Panthers team foul.
Quickly going towards the baseline was Day. Sides trying to just correct her position. Got her hands out there and hit her on the side. Getting a little push. They're getting that push back.
2.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Trigo leads by 3, 7-4. Day puts up the 3, no good. Rebound tracked down by Schubert. Schubert drives in, baseline jumper, no good. Left it short. Rebound fought for, and Babcock's going to be fouled by Schubert. Her first personal foul. Fourth Lady Eagles team foul. 2:19 left to play in the first quarter. Trigo leads Phillipsburg 7-4. Sides on the dribble, drives all the way in, leaves it underneath for Babcock. Ball gets tipped around. They're going to say Abby Babcock touched the lasso, and it will be Trigo basketball. Gracie Fawnin still comes back in. Madison Walt takes a seat. 2:11 left to play in the first quarter. Trigo leads by 3, 7-4. Fawnin still brings it up the court now for the Lady Eagles. She's between the circles to the left wing to Day. Day looks inside. Now to Fawn is still back around to Malinowski, right wing. Out front to Schubert. Schubert takes one dribble in, puts up the shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound, tipped out, and we're going to say last touch by the Lady Panthers. So Lady Eagles basketball, minute 51 left to play in the first quarter. Trigo leads by 3, 7-4 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Girls Championship game of the Mid-Continent League basketball tournament. Frost inbounds to Schubert. Schubert drives into the paint, stolen away by Pockadoo as the case just stuck her hands out there and stole it away. Sides tries to tie it up, no good on the 3. Then it's rebounded by Emma Day. Day down to the right corner to Malinowski. Skip pass out front to Frost. Frost puts up the 3, no good. Rebound fought for. Malinowski comes up with it. Her putback shot, no good. And then a foul going to be called. They just call Abby Babcock with a foul. They did. Abby picks up her first personal foul. Third Lady Panthers team foul. Jacobs comes back in. Soliday comes back in. Skimper takes a seat, and Skimper takes a seat. So Skimper and Schneider both take a seat. Lily Schubert takes a seat for the Lady Eagles, and Madison Walt back into the ball game. Minute 29 left to go in the first quarter. Trigo leads Phillipsburg 7-4. Frost inbounds to Walt. Walt out front to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele back to Frost, right wing. Frost on the dribble. Shot is up in the paint. Left is short. Rebounded by Pocketeer. Pocketeer hands it off the side. Trailing by 3 are the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. 7-4 with a minute 13 left to go in the first quarter. Sides out front with it. Hands it off to Soliday. Soliday between the circles. Going to set up the offense with a minute 5 left to go in the first quarter. Back out front to Sides. Taryn drives inside. Splits the defense off the glass and good.
Defense, get up for the layup and get 2 points.
Frost has it out front to Molinowski. Molinowski around to Walt, right wing. Walt drives down to the baseline, and Soliday going to get called with the foul. Her first personal foul. 4th Lady Panthers team foul.
Walt went to hop step in towards the baseline, and Soliday just kind of hit her a little bit as her flying through the air. Just got Soliday with that blocking foul.
Schubert comes back in. Frost takes a seat. Lady Eagles to inbound. Get it into Schubert. Schubert loses the handle on it. She's at the left block. Meredith Jacobs got her hands on it. Jump ball called.
Lady Eagles keep on going to the same type of thing, just getting Schubert where she's posted up on the backside and the quick lob pass over to it.
Schubert's shot no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Stolen away by Schubert. Schubert's left block shot again no good. Ball tipped out and going to have a foul called. It's going to be on the Lady Eagles. Tilly Molinowski. That'll be her second personal foul. 5th Lady Eagles team foul.
Lady Eagles. All the inbound plays mostly go to Schubert, but being one of the best players on the team, why not try to get the ball any way you can? And most of them, like I said, inbounds plays just lob passes into her or a quick bounce pass as she's cutting towards the basket.
Babcock has the right side. 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Trigo leads Phillipsburg 7-6. Soliday to Pocketeer, left corner, back to Soliday out front. Inside for Jacobs. Jacobs kicks it out to Babcock. Right corner, long 2. Good! Schubert drives in, shot is up, no good, fighting for the rebound. Sides comes away with it. Taryn puts it up at the buzzer and misses, but nonetheless, Phillipsburg leads 8-7 after the first quarter. You're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World. Welcome back to Plainville, the girls' championship game after the quarter. The Panthers lead 8-7. Robbie, how'd the first quarter look?
For the Lady Panthers, they're 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 of 12 from the field, 2 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds, and 6 turnovers. For the Lady Eagles, they're 1 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 of 15 from the field, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, and 2 turnovers in that first quarter.
So, Soliday, Sides, Wells, Schneider, and Jacobs for the Lady Panthers as it is Phillipsburg basketball to start this second quarter. Wells has it out front to Sides. Sides inside for Jacobs. Jacobs turn around, shot too hard, no good. Gets the rebound and reaches foul. 16 foul on the Lady Eagles. There, Meredith Jacobs' height played a big factor in that one, Robbie.
That played a huge factor underneath there. Able to keep her hands straight up, pull the ball up from over top of the Lady Eagles as she was pancaked between 2 of them, pulled them up, kept their arms up, extended with the ball. That's how she got that foul. They were trying to swipe at the ball and got nothing but her arm.
Jacobs hits the first one. The foul's on Hannah Kinner-Connect, her first. Schubert, Walt, Frost, and Fawn and Steele. Jacobs' second one, good as well. So the Lady Panthers go up by 3, 10-7, their biggest lead of the ball game. Fawn and Steele brings it up the court, ahead to Schubert, right wing. Schubert on the dribble, spin move at the free throw line, drives in, and Oh, I guess count it. She's going to run for an and one.
Not sure if we were going to get this one on as all of a sudden there's 3 Lady Panthers there and looked clean for me, but the ref had a different angle on it. Not sure exactly what they got there.
So Soliday picks up her second personal foul. And Schubert ties things up with her 6th point of the ball game. 10-10 is our score. The Trigo Lady Eagles tie things up with the Phillips River Lady Panthers. 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half of the girls' championship game. Wells to Schneider, top of the key. Schneider looks at the basket, now drives in, kicks out Soliday, left wing. Soliday gets a screen from Schneider, drives down to the left baseline, back to Schneider. Out front to Wells. Wells back around to Soliday, left wing. Soliday back out front to Wells. They swing it down to the right wing to Sides. Sides inside for Jacobs. Jacobs' shot is up. No good again this time. Rebounded by Kinner-Connect. Hit by Schneider. Kinner-Connect comes back up with it now to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele quickly up the court, down to the top of the key to Schubert. Schubert puts up the 3, misses that one, gets her own rebound. Put back, and she's head back to the free throw line. Sides puts up her second personal foul. 6th Lady Panthers team foul. And that is why coaches yell at you to follow your shot, because that's what Lily Schubert did. Got her rebound, and now she's heading to the free throw line.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's why coaches tell you, follow your shot in. Good things happen when you follow it. Schubert followed her shot in, came out the front rib, got her own rebound, went back up, got fouled, and got to the line.
Soliday takes a seat. Babcock comes back in. Schubert's free throw was good. She now puts the Lady Eagles back up by 1 and make it up by 2 as she now has 8. She's got all 5 points here for the Lady Eagles in the second quarter as they lead 12-10. Sides has it, drives in, puts the defense, and she's going to be fouled. 7th Lady Eagles team foul, and Sides led to the free throw line to shoot free throws.
That's a good job there by Sides. Took it quickly to the paint. Actually tried to split the defense. Got bumped, got the shot off, but unfortunately put a little too much on it. Has hit the back of the rim and bounced out.
Walt comes into the ball game, or that's Day, excuse me, comes into the ball game. Fawn and Steele takes a seat. Karen Sides at the free throw line, shoot 1-1 for the Lady Panthers. First in's on its way, good. She now has 5. And it makes it 12-11. The Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillips River Lady Panthers by 1. 6:40 left to go in the first half. Side steps back up to the free throw line. It's on its way. Good as well. She now has 6. And the Lady Panthers tie things back up at 12 apiece with 6:38 left to go in the first half. Frost on the dribble between the circles of the right wing to Walt. Walt gets a screen from Day, dribbles to the top of the key, swings around to Schubert, left side. Schubert gets a screen from Kinner-Connect, doesn't use it, instead throws it inside to Kinner-Connect, who kicks it back out to Walt. They swing around to Frost. Frost into the paint, kicks out to Schubert, top of the key. Schubert looks inside, now she'll drive, spin, move in the paint, splits the defense, and I'm going to say she got fouled again. And this will be the 17th foul on the Lady Panthers.
As Schubert continues to drive the lane, the Lady Panthers have to figure something out to stop her before she can get into the lane. And she's doing a good job getting down there and getting fouled as she's going up for the shot.
Babcock gets her second foul. Schubert's first one is good. She now has 9 points. Kate Hockbeer comes back in for the Lady Panthers. And Jacobs takes a seat. Kinner-Connect takes a seat for the Lady Eagles. Schubert's second one, good as well. She now has 10. She's the first player to double digits, and we have 6:13 left to go in this first half. The Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillips River Lady Panthers 14-12. Wells to Schneider. Schneider back around to Wells, left wing. Wells on the dribble, gets a screen from Schneider. Picks up her dribble, now to Schneider, top of the key, back out between the circles of Sides. Under 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Sides resets the offense for the Lady Panthers, down by 2, 14-12. The Trigo Lady Eagles here in the girls' championship game. Schneider to Wells. Wells is going to be fouled. Or, excuse me, going to have a foul called here on the Lady Eagles as Sides was fouled.
Sides trying to go one way and just being held in one spot. Ended up on the court because of it. So.
Fouls on Frost, her second personal foul. As Kinner-Connect comes back in, Frost going to take a seat with those 2 fouls. 5:41 left to go in the first half. Sides, first in the 1-1, good. She has 7 now. And it makes it 14-13. The Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 1. Second one's on its way. Good as well for Side. She's got 8. And it ties things back up at 14 apiece. 5:38 left to go in this first half here in the girls' championship game. Schubert has it left side. She's on the dribble to the free throw line. Drives in. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Babcock. Abby quickly up the left sideline, right to left on your radio dial, out front to Wells. Wells to Schneider at the free throw line. Schneider looking, drives in, right block off the glass, rolls out, no good, fighting for the rebound, and now they're going to get Abby Babcock over the back. Their third personal foul. Lady Panthers team foul.
Well, Schneider kind of got bumped up in the arrow now, and as she went up to shoot, body was one of the Lady Eagles up there. The rest thought it was clean, let it go, and then Babcock didn't call it back.
I was wrong. Pockbeer got called for the foul.
Okay.
Guess there were a couple Lady Panthers there that went over the back that time.
Couldn't quite tell. There was a lot of traffic right there by the ball. I just seen arms kind of going up in the air. So either way, one of the Panthers got caught with a foul, but not a bad play. It was a little hustle play on that one.
Walt's first one, no good. Rebound. Bob comes down with the rebound. Walt, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebounded by Schneider. Schneider ahead to Sides. We're tied at 14 apiece. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Sides drives in, kicks to the Pockbeer, now to Schneider. Schneider looking. She'll drive in, kicks out to Wells. Right wing three's on its way. Just off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Walt. Walt pushes it up the court. All the way down to the right wing, picks up her dribble, tipped by Sides. Walt gets it back though, layup, good.
Sides went up to try to go for a loose ball. Walt got it right back and took off, but she had a wide open lane towards the basket.
4:35 left to go in the first half. Sides finds Pockbeer underneath. Pockbeer shot no good. Put back by Wells, no good. And then put back by Pockbeer, and she's going to be fouled.
Good job right by the Lady Panthers. They're getting those offensive rebounds, going right back up with it. Doing the right thing, as we mentioned earlier, coaches like when you pay attention. And in practice, they tell you never put the ball back down on the court when you get the rebound. That time, the Panthers didn't, and Pockbeer going to the free throw line.
This is the first one. Soliday and Jacobs both come back in. Babcock and Schneider both take a seat. Libby Frost back in for the Lady Eagles. Kinderconnect takes a seat. Day back in for the Lady Eagles, and Brungart takes a seat. 4:27 left to play in the first half. Trigo leads by 2 as Jacobs gets the rebound, and she's going to get called for the travel. 4:26 left to go in the first half. Trigo leads by 2, 16-14. Hill brings it up the court for the Lady Eagles here in the girls' championship game in the Mid-Continent League basketball tournament. Frost right wing with it. Skip pass to Hill left wing. Hill out front to Walt. Walt swings around quickly to Day, right wing. Day on the dribble down to the right corner, picks up her dribble, now goes out front to Hill. Hill to Walt left wing. Walt on the dribble, back around to Schubert between the circles. Schubert takes one dribble, now to Frost, left wing, deep three, good.
Left cross over out there. Able to pull the trigger, not good enough to net. As most times, leave someone out there that deep. Frost showing that she has some range.
Sides puts up the three to try to answer, cannot. Rebounded by Frost. Frost quickly up the left sideline. And then a timeout called by the Trigo Lady Eagles. We'll take one with them. You're listening to MCL Basketball Tournament. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here in the second quarter as Phillipsburg outscored Trigo 8-7 in the first quarter, but since then it's been the Lady Eagles outscoring the Lady Panthers 12-6 here in this second quarter. Been a lot of Lily Schubert She had 3 points coming into the second quarter. She's already at 10, so she's got 7 of the 12. They also got 2 points from Madison Walt this quarter and 3 from Willoughby Frost for the Lady Panthers. 2 points from Meredith Jacobs. 4 points for Taryn Sides, all from the free throw line. 3:37 left to go in the first half. The Trigo Lady Eagles with the basketball. Frost has their right wing. Out front to Fawn and Steele. They swing it around to Day, left wing. Day looking, finds Schubert. Top of the key three's on its way. No good. Rebound to 5-4. Out of bounds it goes. Last touched by the Lady Panthers. So Trigo basketball with 3:21 left to go in the first half. And the Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers 19-14.
Looking at just kind of real quick, the Panthers shooting from the field here in the second quarter. They're 0 of 8, so not getting a lot to call here in the second quarter.
Schubert inside, turnaround shot, good.
No block, got a quick empty pass, went to work underneath the basket, got 2 points on the wood block.
Biggest lead of the game for the Lady Eagles. They lead 21-14. Soliday just picked up her third personal foul. 9th Lady Panthers team foul. And Emily Schneider, Abby Babcock both head to the scorer's desk. And Soliday takes his seat. Also, Kay Pockbeer takes a seat. 3:03 left to go in the first half. The Trigo Lady Eagles lead by 7, their biggest lead of the game. 21-14. Schubert has it left side, gets a screen from Walt, doesn't use it. Instead, passes it into Walt, now to Fawn and Steele, left corner. Fawn and Steele drives in, kicks it back out. Schubert, 3 on its way, good.
Schubert alone, Schubert made a pay for it.
24-14, the biggest lead of the ball game. The Trigo leads at 24-14. Skimper, 3 on its way, no good. Rebound tracked down by Walt. Walt down to the right wing, picks up a dribble out front to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele to Frost. Frost 3 on its way, no good. Off the back of the iron, rebounded by Schneider. Pass it ahead to Sides down to Skimper. Skimper in the right corner, gives it to Jacobs. Jacobs drives in, she gets a strip by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele takes it back the other way. Across the timeline with 2:05 left to go. And pass for Schubert goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Eagles. Lady Panther basketball down by 10, 24-14. 2:03 left to go in the first half. Trigo leads the Lady Panthers of Phillipsburg here in the girls' championship game of the Mid-Con League basketball tournament. Taryn Sides brings it back up for the Lady Panthers. Passes it over to Skimper. Skimper back to Sides right corner on the dribble up to the right wing. Back to Skimper between the circles to Babcock left wing. Babcock drives in, kicks out to Skimper, top of the key to Schneider. Schneider 3 on its way. No good. Rebounded by Babcock, and she's going to fall to the ground, and now a foul going to be called. 10th Lady Eagles team foul.
As the shooting goes for the Lady Panthers here in the second quarter continue. They're 0 for 10 from the field. They have good looking shots. Shots they normally take, well, maybe minus that last one by Schneider. Normally don't see her take a 3-pointer. But all the shots the Lady Panthers are taking are good shots. They're just not falling for them here in the second quarter.
Babcock's first is good. Cuts the lead back down to single digits, 24-15 with 1:39 left to go in the first half. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele with the left wing. Out front to Schubert. Drives in, kicks out to Frost. Frost in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Schubert. Schubert gives it to Frost. Frost shot up, no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Sides left wing 3, again no good. Rebound tracked down by Day. Day picks up her dribble now to Schubert. Day down to Fawn and Steele, or down to Kinderconnect. Now Schubert wide open 3, no good. Rebound, 5-4, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trigo.
Getting good looking shots, just not getting the ball here. But Schubert on that last one wide open, maybe just rushed it a little bit as he just hit the side of the rim and went firing off the good sideline. But Schubert wide open once again.
24-15, the Trigo Lady Eagles lead by 9 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Sides kicks out to Skimper, now to Schneider. Schneider drives inside, all the way in, left block too hard off the glass, but she's headed to the free throw line.
That was perfect. Snyder took that first shot out there, went to look like she was going to shoot it from outside again. Her defender came flying out there, trying to get on her. Schneider went right around her, going towards the goal. Got fouled as she was going up for the layup, put too much on and bounced right off the backboard.
Frost has 3. Schneider misses the first one. Caroline Brungart back into the ball game. Frost takes a seat with those 3 fouls. 43 seconds left to go in the first half. Trigo leads 24-15 over the Full Sugar Lady Panthers. Snyder's second one, good. Their first point of the ball game makes it an 8-point game. Trigo leads 24-16. Schubert ahead to Day. Day has it around to Fawn and Steele left wing. Fawn and Steele picks up her dribble now to Day inside for Kenner Connect. Kenner Connect back out to Day left corner. She dribbles up to the left wing. Day all the way around at the top of the key to Fawn and Steele left wing. 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Fawn and Steele to Schubert. 24-16. Trigo leads Phillipsburg. Schubert on the dribble. Kicks it out to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele drives in. Kicks it out front to Brungart. Brungart looking. Kicks it down to Schubert. Right wing. 5 seconds left. Schubert finds an opening free throw line jumper. No good. Misses to the right. Rebounded by Jacobs. And that's how the first half ends. But Trigo up 24-16. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back to wrap up the first half as you're listening. It's set for the second half, and it will be Jacobs, Wells, Size, Schneider, and Babcock for the Lady Panthers. The Red Eagles, Schubert, Day, Farmingstill, Malinowski, and Walt. Lady Eagles basketball to start the second half. Day will inbound. Inbounds to Farmingstill. Lady Eagles go right to left on your radio now. Schubert, right wing. Schubert gets the screen from Malinowski. Stops top of the key, back to Farmingstill, down to the right corner to Walt. Inside for Malinowski, right block. Blocked by Jacobs into the hands of Schneider. Schneider ahead to Sides. Tearing Sides quickly up the court, ahead to Wells, left corner, back to Sides, left wing. Sides dribbles back out between the circles, going to reset the offense to Babcock, right wing. Babcock out front to Schneider, now to Sides, left wing. Out front to Wells. Wells blocked by Malinowski. Picked up by Farmingstill. Farmingstill down to the left wing. Inside for Schubert. Schubert back to Farmingstill. Out front to Walt. They swing around the cross right wing. Back to Walt. Out front to Farmingstill between the circles. Farmingstill. Out to the left wing to Walt. Walt inside, and Babcock going to get called for the foul. Her third personal foul, I should say. And the first Lady Panthers team foul.
Babcock went for the steal and just got arm around. The right idea, just didn't get the angle she needed to.
So 3 on Abby Babcock. She takes the seat. Cape Hawk here comes back in. Farmingstill will inbound for the Lady Eagles. Does so to Walt left corner. Now to Schubert left wing. Schubert looks in. Gives it out front to Malinowski. She'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound check down by Walt, and she's going to be fouled. Second Lady Panthers team foul. Fouls on Emily Schneider.
Correction, Emily Schneider.
Inbound to Schubert. Schubert shot in the paint off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Wells. Wells is going to be fouled. First team foul on the Trigo Lady Eagles.
On inbounds plays, Schubert is. Lady Panthers should probably put 2 defenders on her, as every time that they've had an inbounds play underneath the basket, it's went to Schubert. So, a defensive standpoint, they could put another person on her to try to counteract that.
24-16, the Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here in the third quarter. Wells has it out front, sets up the offense. Now to Schneider at the free throw line. Schneider puts it on the court, drives in, left block off the glass, no good, rebounded by Schubert. Schubert quickly up the court, down to the top of the key underneath. Day, right block up and good.
Day out in front of everybody. All alone underneath the basket, quick pass down to her, up and easy, in for an easy 2-10.
The Lady Eagles go back up by 10, 26-16. Sides gets it, hands it off to Wells. Wells out front with it, drives in, 18-foot jumper, good.
Good figure for Wells. Clean up top by Schneider, able to use it to her advantage and get a shot off.
Again, an 8-point game, 26-18. Just under 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Trigo leads Phillipsburg. Day has it out front. Seal to Walt left wing. Walt looks inside for Malinowski. Malinowski tracks it down on the baseline, tipped out by Jacobs. And it will remain Trigo basketball. 5:47 left to go in the third quarter. Ava Skimper comes in for Phillipsburg. Jacobs takes a seat. 5:47 left to play in the third quarter. Trigo leads Phillipsburg 26-18. Farmingstill inbounds to Schubert again. Schubert off the glass, good.
Once again, Schubert just takes a seat on the clutch, lobs up over top here. Slide back to the right.
Skimper, right block, count, she's hanging on for an and one.
Got him behind the defense, got a quick pass, got up in the air, got bumped, fought through it, able to get it off the backboard for 2 points.
Good look by Signs to find Skimper on the backside. Fouls on Malinowski, her third. Back into the ball game, Libby Frost. Malinowski takes a seat. Frost has to be careful, though. She's got 3 as well. Skimper at the free throw line. Trying to cut this lead to 7. Cannot with the first, or with the end. 1 attempt. Tracks down her own rebound, though. Gets it into pocket here. Out to Schneider, right wing. Schneider looks in, finds Wells out front. Wells off the sides. Sides. Down to Schneider, right wing. Schneider looks in, out front to Skimper goes the basketball. Skimper back to sides, right side for Schneider. Schneider has position, wraparound pass goes out, off for the Lady Eagles, and it will be Phillipsburg basketball. 5:14 left to go in the third quarter. Trigo leads by 8, 28-20.
Pass trying to get that along the baseline where they need to get there. She was trying to get that pass there. A lot of hands right there, able to knock that out of bounds.
Sides to inbound. Gets it into Schneider. Ball gets tipped around. Sides comes away with the loose ball out to Skimper. Skimper top the key with it. Skip pass to Schneider, left corner. Schneider, skip pass to Wells out front. Wells down to Skimper. Back to Wells out front. Wells back to Skimper, right corner, back out front to Wells to sides. Sides between the circles. We're going to reset the offense with under 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Side splits the defense, drives in, floaters up, and good.
Two defenders got up over top of them and just floated the ball right up over the top of the rim.
28-22, the Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Schneider comes away with a steal. And then a jump ball called. It will be Phillipsburg basketball.
As Pocketbeer ends up on the ground during that jump ball, as the Lady Eagles able to get hold of it and just twist. And there you went Pocketbeer to the ground. So good heads up there by the Lady Eagles to get their hands on that to cause the jump ball.
Soliday will inbound as she comes into the ball game. Wells takes his seat. 4:35 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Trigo leads Phillipsburg 28-22. Skimper has it right wing. Out front to Schneider goes the basketball to Soliday left wing. Soliday back to Skimper. Skimper back to Schneider. Schneider drives in, kicks out Skimper right corner to the right wing to Soliday. Soliday on the dribble all the way around to the left wing to Schneider. Schneider on the dribble now, working against Malinowski. Top of the key, drives out to Soliday, left wing, gets a screen from Schneider, drives down to the baseline, wraparound pass for Pocketbeer, out to Skimper. Skimper, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound, 5-4. And now we got a jump ball called, and it will be Trigo basketball. 3:54 left to go in the third quarter. Trigo leads 28-22.
There's a whole host of everybody on the floor now, and as everybody trying to pile on to get a hold of that ball. And Revs quickly getting a jump ball on that.
28-22, the Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Frost has it to Fawn and Seal around the wall, right wing, down the right corner to Malinowski. Now to Schubert, right wing, 3:40 left to go. She'll put up the three and buries it.
Schubert with a deep three. The Lady Panthers on defense just had enough gap to get that shot off as it was very deep three. It was a loss to end up the net.
Puts the Lady Eagles back up by 9, 31-22. Sides has it out front. Sides on the dribble down to the left wing to Skimper. Ava Skimper with it. Skip pass to Pocketbeer. Pocketbeer inside for Sides. Tipped and stolen away by Frost. Frost quickly up the court for the Lady Eagles to Schubert. Schubert thought about the three, doesn't take it. Instead drives in, gets the Frost right wing. Frost inside right block, and Sides picks up the foul. Her third personal foul. Third of Lady Panthers team foul, and Libby Frost led the free throw line to shoot two.
Sides comes over for the help defense, gets up in the air, and they just bump up in the air to cause that foul. So Sides trying to do the right thing, help out on that, but getting called for the foul.
Frost at the free throw line. First one's on its way, good. She has 6, and the Lady Eagles regained their 10-point lead, 32-22. Babcock and Jacobs both come back in. So Wells back in. Pocketbeer, Schneider, and Skimper all take a seat. Kenner Connect back in for the Lady Eagles. Second one for Frost is no good. Rebound tracked down by Frost. Schubert has it right wing. Drives to the free throw line, picks up a dribble, spin move, shot is up and good. Schubert had to get the ball over to get that shot up. The Lady Eagles with their biggest lead of the ball game. It's 12 points, 2:40 left to go in the third quarter, and a timeout called by Coach Miller. We'll take one with them. You're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage.
pressure on there. Kind of came out in the full court press, pushing the ball a little bit with their defense.
34-22, the Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here in the girls' championship game by 12. Wells loses the handle on it. Picked up by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele takes it back right to left on your radio dial to Walt. Walt right corner three, no good. Rebounded by Sides. Sides ahead to Wells. Wells all the way down to the right wing, picks up her dribble. Now to Sides. Sides, skip past to Soliday, left side. Down to Babcock in the left corner. Babcock back to Soliday. Ball gets tipped. Sides comes away with it, and Schubert going to get called for the foul. Her second personal foul. Fourth Lady Eagles team foul.
Loose ball foul there. Schubert was going for the ball. Sides had good position on it. Just got pushed to the floor. So good heads up there by Sides going for it as well. Getting in front of Schubert, making Schubert have to push to get through it.
34-22, the Trigo Lady Eagles lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. The Soliday inbounds the two sides. Sides takes it all the way inside, right block. Met by a couple different Lady Eagles. Rebounded by Madison Walt. Walt pushes it ahead to Schubert. Schubert across the court pass to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele, right wing with it. Bounce pass to Walt. Minute 20 left to go. Third quarter. Trigo leads by 12, 34-22. Fawn and Steele. Top of the key with it. Picks up her dribble now to Schubert, right wing. Back out front to Fawn and Steele with a minute 10 left to go. Back to Schubert, right wing. Skip past the ball, left wing. Out front to Fawn and Steele. She'll put up to three. No good. Rebounded by Jacobs. Jacobs ahead to Soliday. Soliday out front to Wells. Wells three on its way. No good. Rims out. Rebounded by Schubert. Schubert looking. Now she'll push it up the court, working against sides. 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Down the Walt right corner. Three on its way. No good. Misses everything. Rebound 5-4. Goes out of bounds. We're going to say last touch by the Lady Panthers. So Lady Eagles basketball. 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Emily Schneider comes back in. And Abby Babcock going to take a seat as it will be Lady Eagle basketball. Polonowski comes back in the ball game for the Lady Eagles. Kinderconnect takes a seat. Fawn and Steele to inbound. Does so to Malinowski out front. Now to Schubert between the circles. 40 seconds left to play. Third quarter. Fawn and Steele wide open three. No good. Rebound 5-4. Wells gets called for over the back. Her first personal foul. Fourth Lady Panthers team foul.
The Lady Panthers went to a 2-3 zone, and it's allowing the Lady Eagles to do some skip passes and finding people wide open on the backside, able to get that shot up, and like that last three-pointer by the Eagles, wide open look.
All right, just kidding. The way they looked at first, I thought it was going to be a Lady Panther foul, but instead they called on Tilly Malinowski. That's her fourth personal foul. She'll head to the sideline, but the initial call there looked like they were going to call that on Kristen Wells, but luckily for the Lady Panthers, Wells did not pick up her first personal foul. This is Lady Panther basketball. Schneider has it out front. Sides inside, and she's going to be fouled. 16 foul on the Lady Eagles.
Good look to catch cut inside. The side quickly flying towards the basket, got the pass. Tried to take a little half step towards the basket and got fouled as she was going up to take the shot.
Fawn and Steele. That's three. And Sides hits the first one. She's got 11. Makes it 34-23. 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as May Keaton in the ballgame for the first time. The side takes the second one. Chanel has 12, and it makes it again a 10-point ballgame, 34-24. 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Trigo leads the Phillipsburg by 10. Fawn and Steele has it to Walt, right wing. Walt on the dribble. Back around the Fawn and Steele, down to the left, right corner. Three on its way for Day. No good. And she's going to get called for the foul. Her third personal foul. Seventh Lady Eagles team foul. And Schneider will head to the free throw line, see 1-1.
Schneider had position on Schubert, went up to try to grab it, and went up with two hands. All of a sudden, she was only one hand up in the air, the other hand was getting pulled back down, and that's the Schubert got called that foul.
So Schneider heads to the free throw line to shoot 1-1 for the Lady Eagles. Ron Guard into the ball game. Schubert going to take a seat with those three fouls. 4.4 seconds left to play in the third quarter. A 10-point Trigo lead, 34-24. Schneider gets set for the first in the 1-1. It's on its way. Good. Her second point of the ball game. Schneider getting set for the second one. On its way, good as well. Schneider's got three. They inbound to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele, three-quarter court. Rebounded technically by Jacobs, and that's how the third quarter ends. We go up 34 to 26. We'll take a timeout here. Be back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Schubert, Walt, Day, Fawn and Steele, and Frost for the Lady Eagles. Sides, Wells, Schneider, Jacobs, and Soliday for the Lady Panthers. Lady Panther basketball to start this fourth and final quarter. And now we have to wait a second.
Yeah, as well. The clock wasn't set, so had to reset for that one.
All right, now we're ready to go. 34-26, Trigo leads by 8. Soliday inside for Jacobs. Jacobs is going to be called for a travel. And it will be Lady Eagles basketball. Just under 8 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Unfortunately for it, tried to take an extra step to go up with it. Also kind of got the ball caught up between the Lady Eagle as she went up.
Walt, right wing, out front to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele to Day, inside for Schubert. Back to Day, out front to Fawn and Steele to Walt, right wing. Walt down to the right corner to Frost. Back to Walt, inside for Schubert. Back to Frost, right corner. Skip pass to Fawn and Steele, around to the left wing to Day. Back out front to Fawn and Steele, inside for Frost. Frost to Fawn and Steele to Day. Left wing three's on its way, misses everything. Rebounded by Walt, and Walt going to be fouled by Wells. Her first personal foul, fourth Lady Panthers team foul.
Well, Hustle tried to get there for the rebound, just running into him and knocking it down. Oh, it's a good hustle play by Wells.
7:20 left to go in this ball game. Trigo leads 34-26. Schubert three on its way, no good. Rebounded by Day. Day put back is good. So, Soliday has it to Wells, down to the baseline to Jacobs. 10-point lead for Trigo, 36-26. Schneider tries to drive in, stolen away by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele, down to the left. Out front to Frost. Frost now to Schubert. Schubert to Walt, right wing, wide open, three on its way, no good. Rebounded by Wells. Wells ahead to Soliday, right corner. Soliday dribbles up to the right wing. Out front to Wells. Wells back to Soliday, right wing. Looks inside for Jacobs, can't quite get it to her, so Soliday back on the dribble, now to Schneider free throw line. Inside for Sides. Sides gets bumped at the left block, and she's going to be fouled. 18 foul on the Lady Eagles, and Sides will head to the free throw line to shoot two.
Whistle lit by the ref. I'm not sure if it just wasn't in the right position to get the blown through there it was, but late whistle, either way, it was a foul on her side, going inside the way as she had a good cut going towards the basket, got a good lead pass, went up and got fouled as she was putting the ball up towards the basket.
Sides misses the first. This is the second rebound put back by Ponker, blocked out. and it is Trigo basketball. Schubert has it down at the Day in the right corner. Day back to Schubert, back to Day. Day inside for Walt, and Wells picks up the foul. 15 foul, second on Wells.
They went cut across the lane, left Wells where she was at. Wells tried to make a recovery, just running into Day as the ball was getting there.
Walt drives in. She's going to get called for a charge.
Soliday standing strong there in the lane. There's a charge. So good job there by Soliday, standing strong and taking the charge.
6:04 left to go. 10-point game, 36-26. Trigo leads Phillipsburg here in the championship game, the Mid-Con League basketball tournament. Girls side of things. Sides has it left side. Down to the left wing. Tipped out by Walt. Picked up by Sides. Sides left corner. Picks up her dribble down to Schneider. Schneider inside. Turnaround shot there.
Double team to get up for 2 points.
36-28 to Trigo Lady Eagles lead by 8. Walt jumper, no good. Rebound foul. Malasky going to get called for the fifth and final foul. She fouls out with 2 points.
Trying to figure out what she done wrong. Not a bad idea. Jump up over the top and just got called.
So Wells heads to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Malinowski fouls out with 2 points. First one rattles out.
Logging out, and it was about halfway through the rim on that one. They just bounced back out of it.
36-28. Wells' second one no good. Rebounded by Schubert. Comes away with the steal. Sides all the way in. Left block off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Walt. Walt double teamed, and now a foul's going to be called on the Lady Panthers. 16 foul. Fouls on Sides. Her fourth personal foul. And it will be Lady Eagles basketball. 5:19 left to go in the ball game. Trigo leads by 8, 36-28. Fawn and Steele inside for Day, kicks it out. Schubert has it right wing. Now front to Fawn and Steele. 5:08 left to go in the ball game. Kinner Connect picks up the dribble and gets called for the travel. So Phillipsburg basketball. 5:04 left to go in the ball game. Trigo leads 36-28. Brings it up the court for the Lady Panthers. Down to the right wing to Soliday. Soliday looks inside, out front to Schneider. Schneider swings around to Wells, left wing. Wells back to Soliday, right wing. Soliday out front to Sides between the circles. 4:45 and counting left to go in this ball game. Lady Eagles of Trigo lead the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers by 8, 36-28. Sides on the dribble down to the left corner. Up to the left wing, now out front to Wells. Wells to Schneider at the free throw line, and she gets called for a travel, so it will be Trigo basketball.
Schneider got it. Looked to try to get something past, and evidently her feet just slipped a little bit on it, causing that travel.
So 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Trigo leads 36-28. Fawn and Steele dribbles up, and a timeout called, so we'll take one with them as you're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage. Trigo basketball out of the timeout. With it. into Fawn and Steele. Ahead to Walton left wing. Under 4.5 left to play here as Schubert drives in, splits the defense off the glass and good.
Nice split of the defense there. Took one step out, one step in between them, and they just clean up with it.
Puts the Lady Eagles back up by 10, 38 to 28. Has it on the dribble. 4:05 sides. Drives in, elevates, no good, rims out. Rebounded by Schubert. Schubert gets it stolen away by Schneider. Schneider drives in. Block off the glass, left is short, no good, and then she's going to get called. They're going to get fouled by Kinder Connect, her third personal foul, and Emily Schneider will head to the free throw line to shoot two.
Schneider just kind of underneath the rim there too much, but she went up for a shot. And not getting enough to give her the time to the rim. Able to grab her own rebound and try to go back up with it, but getting fouled. She's heading up towards the basket.
So Schneider at the free throw line to shoot two. First one's good. He's got 6. Cross comes back in. Kinder Connect takes a seat with those 3 fouls. 3:51 left to go in this ball game. Trigo leads 38 to 29. Schneider getting set for his second free throw now. On its way. That one no good. Rebounded by Walt. Walt on the dribble, guarded by Soliday. And she gets called through the carry. So ball will go back to the face of the Lady Panthers, down by 9, 38 to 29. 3:44 left to go in this ball game. Sides on the dribble, out front, swings it to Wells, right wing. She'll put up the 3, no good. And it's rebounded by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele works against Soliday. Picks up her dribble, bounce pass to Schubert across the timeline. Schubert works against Wells, down to the right elbow, kicked out by sides, and will remain Trigo basketball. 3:25 left to go in the ball game. Trigo leads 38 to 29.
Last turnover by the Lady Eagles puts them at 4 for this quarter. That matches their whole entire game throughout that third quarter.
Frost has it. Fawn and Steele now out front to Schubert. 3:15 left to go. And Soliday picks up her 4th personal foul. 7th Lady Panthers team foul. And Schubert heads to the free throw line, shoot 1-1. She's already got 24 points in this ball game.
Soliday just tried to cut off Schubert, and Schubert went to take a step, just got into Soliday, knocked her down, and she went turned and cut the other way. Got it with the body.
First end for Schubert is good. We got 25. And the Trigo leads by 10 once again, 39 to 29. Second one for Schubert, good as well. She's got 26. And Trigo again leads by 11, 40 to 29, 3:10 left to go in the ball game. Sides on the dribble. Out front to Wells. Wells to Soliday left wing. She'll put up the deep 3. No good. Rolls out. Rebounded by Frost. Frost gets it stolen away by Sides. Sides to Schneider. Left block. Left is short again. Again rebounded by Schneider. Put back there. She has 8, and it's a 9-point game. 40 to 31. Sides couldn't quite tip that one. Schubert comes away with the basketball. Schubert ahead to Walt. Walt, wraparound pass for Day. Day shot up and good.
First pass to get that Day as she's on the open. Got turned up. She got the ball though. Just went up strong. Got 2 points on top there.
Sides gets stripped. Day comes away with the basketball. And Frost gets an easy shot. Makes it 44 to 31. 2:18 left to go in this ball game. Sides has it. And we have a timeout called by Coach Moore. We'll take a timeout with her. You listen to MCL Basketball Tournament coverage. Full Circle Lady Panthers here in the girls' championship game of the Mid-Continent League Basketball Tournament. sides, Skimper, Babcock, Soliday, and Wells for the Lady Panthers. They trail 44-31. Day, Walt, Fawn, and Frost for the Lady Eagles. Lady Panther basketball. Soliday will inbound. Goes in the backcourt to Sides. Sides brings it quickly up. 2:12 left to Wells. Wells spots up for three, left it short. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Trigo basketball. 2:07 left to go in this game. Trigo leads 44-31. Full court pressure by the Lady Panthers. Schubert inbounds to Fawn and Steele, back to Schubert. Schubert back to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele quickly ahead to Day. Day drives down to the right corner, picks up her dribble. Day looking, and gonna have a timeout called here by Coach Schubert. We'll take a timeout with him as you're listening to MCL Basketball Tournament coverage, KQMA and the World Wide Web. 44-31. Eagles lead the first Lady Panthers here in the fourth quarter of the girls' championship game of the Mid-Con League basketball tournament from Plainville. Cardinal Jim, Babcock, Wells, Side, Skipper, and Soliday for the Lady Panthers. We await the Lady Eagles to come back out here onto the court. It's going to be Fawn and Steele, Walt, Schubert, Day, and Frost as Frost will inbound in front of the Lady Eagles bench with 1:58 left to play. And Trigo with a 13-point lead, 44-31. They inbound to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele on the dribble, out to Schubert. Schubert back to Walt, left wing. Walt gets a screen from Day. Dribbles to the top of the key around to Frost, right wing. Frost out front, back to Schubert, left wing. Gets a screen from Day, and she's going to get called for a foul, her second personal foul. And Abby Babcock heads down to the other end. She'll shoot two for the Lady Panthers. No, that was an offensive foul, so the Lady Panthers will regain possession.
Dave's trying to push away through the screen there. Couldn't fight with the play.
Sides drives all the way in. And rebounded by Fawn and Steele. Jump ball called. Trigo basketball with 1:33 left to play. Trigo up by 13, 44-31. Schubert inbounds to Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele back to Schubert. Schubert ahead to Frost. Frost across the timeline. Drives all the way to the left elbow. Kicks it out to Walt, left wing, out front to Schubert. Schubert back around the Walt, left wing. 1:20 left to play, and Trigo up by 13, 44-31. Walt on the dribble, ahead to Frost. Frost on the dribble, between the circles, picks it up. Picked up there by Skimper, back to Walt, left side. Walt, throw to Tyler by Sides. Walt picks up her dribble, now to Frost, right wing. Frost on the drive, kicks it out to Schubert, left side. Schubert back out to Walt, and Walt going to be fouled by Wells.
Trying to go for the steal there as the ball got put in front of her real quick. Went to reach out for it, and then all of a sudden it was just an elbow there. Caught the elbow and got the foul.
Wells picks up her third personal foul. 8th Lady Panthers team foul. Walt's free throw, no good. Rebounded by Sides. Sides, left wing, out front to Wells. A swing around to Skimper, right wing, back to Wells. Wells three on its way, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound tracked down by Schubert. Schubert ahead to Walt, Walt ahead to Day. Day dribbles down to the right block, and she's headed to the free throw line as Wells picks up her third personal foul. 9th Lady Panthers team foul. And Emma Day heads to the free throw line for the Lady Eagles.
Wells running up the side today and just had her hand up there. Day jumps into her a little bit, causing that foul.
So Day heads to the free throw line. She'll shoot two. First one is no good. Higgins ever the second one, good. He's got 7. And it makes it 45-31 as Sides pushes it up the court for the Lady Panthers. Sides left wing, out front to Wells. Around to Skimper, right corner. Back out front to Wells, 23 seconds left. Sides, left wing, between the legs dribble. Back out front to Wells. Wells 3 on its way. He rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Schubert. 13 seconds left. Schubert picks it up. Gets it to Frost. Frost around the wall. And the Lady Eagles of Trigo are going to be your 2020 Mid-Continental League Basketball Tournament champions. They defeat the Coastal Lady Panthers 45-31. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap this game up for you right after this.